Welcome to my channel. Today's class is about a problem relating to dissolution of the firm. A balance sheet is given. The partnership firm is dissolved and the cash realized from the assets are given. That means the cash that we got from selling the assets. Then the creditors were paid in full. The realization expenses is given. We have to prepare the necessary journal entries and close the books of the firm. So we have drawn the format of journal. The date is given in the question, that is 31st March 2009. That date is the date of dissolution. So first entry will be relating to closing the assets. So entry will be realization account debted to concerned assets. Here the assets are freehold property, investments, book debts, cash at bank not to be taken. It should be taken in the account only by preparing the cash bank account or cash account. Here it is cash at bank, so we have to prepare the bank account. The amount, all the assets amount given separately and total amount is given in the debit column. The narration will be the various assets except cash or bank transferred to realization account at book value. Then the next is the entry relating to closing the creditors. The entry will be here the liabilities. Closing the liabilities. Here only creditors is given, so we are taking only the sundry creditors. The entry will be sundry creditors account debted to realization account. Amount given. Then the narration will be the creditors amount account transferred to realization account at book value. Then the entry relating to realization of assets. The entry will be bank account debted to realization account. The amount is 13,200. That is the amount got by adding these all assets. Narration is being the amount realized from assets. Then the entry relating to the payment of expenses. The entry is realization account debited to bank account. Amount is 100. Then the entry relating to payment of creditors. Here it is given the questions, the creditors were paid in full. So the entry will be realization account debited to bank account. The amount of the creditors is 3,500. Narration is payment to creditors in full amount. Then we have to make a gap for one entry, that is the closing entry for realization account. Then we have to prepare the realization account. All the debit transactions in the journal entry will pass on to the credit side of the account, and all the credit in the journals will pass on to the debit side of the account. So we have in the debit side we have freehold property, investments, book debts, stock, bank expenses, creditors paid. Then here the sundry creditors and the bank amount, that is the amount realized from the assets. Then there is no other items to be shown. We have to total. The credit side is totally small. That is 16,700 is the total, minus debit side will be 600. So this 600 is to be divided between the partners. Equally, because here no ratio is given, so it is divided among the partners equally. So that will be 200, 200 and 200 for all partners. Then we have to pass on the journal entry of closing. There is a realization account debited to A's capital account, B's capital account, and C's capital account. All amount is given. The entry is profit on realization narration will be profit on realization transferred to partner's capital account equally. If the amount is got on the debit side, it will be profit, and if the balance amount is on the credit side, it will be loss. Then we have to prepare the capital accounts of all the partners. So there will be 3 amount column on the debit side and 3 amount column on the credit side, as there are 3 partners. The capital account opening balance will be credit balance, that will be in the amount given in the balance sheet, 5,000, 4,000 and 3,000. Then the entry relating to realization profit, that will be written on the credit side. There will be no items to be shown on the debit side. So that will be the amount to be paid to the bank, to the concerned partners. So the full total amount on the credit side will be given to the partners respectively, 5,200, 4,200 and 3,200. These are the amount to be paid to the partners on dissolution. Then we have to prepare the bank account. Bank account is an asset account, so the opening balance will be debit balance. The opening balance given the pasting, the balance sheet, that is 3,000. Then the realization amount relating to the assets, 13,200. Then the realization expense, creditors paid. Then the balancing amount on the capital account of the partners. So the total will be same, the account will be balanced. That means the total of the debit side will be equal to the credit side on the bank account. If there is any mistake, we have made any mistake in solving the problem, debit side will not be equal to the credit side, then there will be mistake in the problem. The bank account always, in bank account on dissolution of the firm, the debit side will be equal to the credit side, as in the case of balance sheet. The liability side is equal to the asset side in the balance sheet. Likewise, dissolution of the firm, if we prepare the bank account or cash account, both debit and credit sides will equal. So that's all for today. Thank you.